What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a very important AMC update video. Now, there is some things we really have to go over that is a game changer for AMC stock and the potential short squeeze that we are going to see within the next coming weeks and coming months. But we also have to break down the technical analysis and really explain to you guys how high frequency trading does work and how these algorithms use technical analysis, news, and also speculation to either drive the share price up or drive it down, and why I do think this is setting us up for a huge rally. We're also going to take a look at the option chain and the dark pool data. So with all that being said, I don't want to waste any time getting into this information. The only thing that I ask is that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this to keep you guys up to date with the most accurate information we do currently have with AMC. Now, if you guys want to get up to $70 in your choice of free stock as well, check out the link down below for public. No need to even link a bank account or deposit a single dollar. And if you did this right now, you would have your free stock in about 3 minutes time, and they do not route your order flows to companies like Citadel. The only other brokerages that do not do this, obviously Public, Fidelity, and Merrill Lynch. So if you guys are not signed up with Public, I do highly recommend you guys sign up with Public. It is literally free money by definition. But first things first, before we get into the information that is really just game changer for AMC, let's talk about the technical analysis and why this is so important when it does come to high frequency trading. When it does come down to the technical analysis, like we have all heard, when in doubt, zoom out. And when you do zoom out on AMC like I am doing now, you can see the overall bullish trend line is still very intact, and we are in no way, shape, or form going into a bearish downtrend. Even though you see down 2 to 4% days any given day, or up 2 to 5% days, this is actually a very good thing. After running from $12 to $77, you're going to expect to consolidate in between this range we have at about $50 to $60. So as long as we don't break these key thresholds, the first one being at about the $51 to $50 price point, we are going to remain in a very bullish pattern. Even if we do break that, it will technically still be a bullish uptrend, but we're going to have to wait and see what does happen with that. But the point here, guys, is something I do want to point out to you is we do have Fast and Furious 9. Some people think this won't be a big catalyst. I do personally think it will spark the algorithms into sending us into a bullish rally. Now, why is that? Because America is the biggest country for theaters, and about a week ago, Fast and Furious the 9th edition has been in theaters worldwide, just not in America yet. But as far as a week ago, they had done $250 million in international box office sales. Now, American numbers are projected to be 3 to 4 times what that number is. So we're going to see well over $1 billion of total sales, especially for the weekend. We're going to see a couple $100 million worth of sales, and that will definitely help justify AMC's fundamental valuation, which will kickstart the algorithms into sending us into a bullish uptrend. Now, let's talk about these algorithms, high frequency trading, in case you guys are unaware of how it actually operates. And it is quite simple. It says these algorithms read real-time high-speed data feeds, direct trading signals, identify appropriate price levels, and then place trades orders once they identify a suitable opportunity. They can also detect arbitrage opportunities and can place trades based on trend following, news events, and even speculation. So the algorithms, they account for most of the trading in the stock market. To be more exact about this, 70 to 80% of overall trading volume is generated through algorithmic trading. However, about 40% of the worldwide trades outside of America are due to algorithmic trading. And obviously, most shares of AMC are traded on the American exchanges. So you're seeing a lot of algorithmic trading that is really having the biggest pull on AMC stock. But now we do have this Ortex update as far as the short interest. And like we put out in the last video, this is really what is game changer for AMC stock. We now have a 18.67% short interest, and shorts are continuing to short the stock, meaning I do think this will continue to go up and go into extreme levels. But how high does short interest have to be to actually cause a short squeeze? This says short interest as a percentage of free flow above 10% is pretty high, and above 20% is extremely high. Also, scanning for a short squeeze. Essentially, there are 3 conditions that must be fulfilled. The number of shares short should be greater than 5 times the average daily volume, and this is not going going to happen in the case of AMC just because they have so much volume and so much algo trading that does go on with AMC stock. So pretty much throw that out the window. But it says the shares short as a percentage of float should be greater than 10%. The number of shares short should be increasing. So we do have shorts increasing on their positions, exponentially increasing. Just yesterday, we were at 14%. Once Ortex did get their data straight, we're going to almost 19%. We're getting into extremely shorted territory, which will put us at a huge likelihood of going into a short squeeze once you do see these algos start to catch on to a bullish uptrend, which I do think will happen. If not the Fast and Furious 9 news, right, box office numbers, it will be something else that does come out positive for the stock. Now let's get into more of this Ortex data since it is refined more, and we do have, like I said, short interest percentage of free float at 18.67%, a huge number, and even a 4% increase like I was talking about from 14% to 18.67% is a wild difference. But the estimated shorted shares on loan is 95.45 million, return shares of 3.59 million, borrowed shares of 4.14 million. So that is a borrowed change of 543,044 shares. So we are seeing the short piling into these short positions still, and you better believe they knew this number long before we knew this number, this 18.67% number. These hedge funds, institutions, they had access to this information. They're the ones that have been doing all the naked shorting, so they do know what this number is, and they are willing to play with fire, and they are not backing down. That's why I think it's critically important that we do stand our ground here, guys. We have to stand our ground. This is not financial advice. Do whatever you want for your own financial situation, but as far as me, I am holding all 300 of my shares and I am not letting up. But we do see the share utilization is actually going back up, so we are seeing that more shares are actually not available to be traded now. I believe the last update we had was about 86% of the total shares were lent out. Now we do have 91.35% of the total shares that are lent out, so it's getting pretty hard yet again to get your hands on shares to be sold short, and that is where you do get this whole naked short selling dilemma that is going on with AMC stock in particular. Now, I don't know when the failure to deliver numbers are supposed to come out. I thought they were supposed to be out. People had told me they were already supposed to be out, so I do think the SEC is behind some of this, and they do know that these actual failure to delivers are much higher than even what they were last time at about almost 28 million shares. So I do think once this number comes out, there will be an outrage from the community, and we could even see 100 million shares that are unaccounted for, right? That is what the failure to delivers are shorts, pretty much naked shorts, right? That's your best indicator of how many naked shorts are going on. If these people have to buy back the shares still that they borrowed without shorting, and they're nowhere to be found because there's not enough shares to actually buy back. So once we do get this information, we'll have a clearer picture of what is actually going on behind the scenes as far as the naked shorting is concerned. Now, as far as the Stocko tracker data, obviously we did have a lot of calls that expired out the money today. We were really looking for that break above $60, but that did not happen, and we're not going to cry about it. We just got to keep looking on into the future and where the gamma squeeze does lie. And I do think this July 16th will be a huge week as far as options delta hedging is concerned, and a possible gamma squeeze. We already have 85,067 contracts that are in the money, out the money at 192,000. Now, if I just pure speculate on what these numbers could be by the time we do roll around to this expiration date, I would imagine in the money contracts are going to be at about 150 to 200,000, as well as out the money in between 300 and 450,000. That will give us a significant chance for a gamma squeeze, and you'll see a lot of delta hedging that is going on. But something else I do want to point out as well, when you see a lot of these in the money contracts, especially let's say AMC goes to $100 by this expiration date, you're going to see a lot of these contracts say at $60 actually get exercised. So that does mean by the time AMC does come down, say it goes to 100, comes back down, I don't think it'll go sub 60 or even sub 50, just like we've seen with the June 18th expiration that we've seen a lot of $40 calls get exercised on. So we have a very low likelihood of going under that $40 $40 mark just because so many people bought shares at $40, and it would take a lot of selling power to go under that level. And to be quite honest, I don't think apes are selling their positions. So the more contracts we see go in the money, the better. The more we see out the money go into the money, that is even better than that. So that is pretty much everything you guys need to know. July 16th will be a huge options expiration day. Now, as far as the dark pool data, guys, we have to keep in mind this is an aggregate running total. So these are not for the day, but for what is for the day is the net short volume of 7,882,008 shares. Now, keep in mind this is actually going down significantly. Maybe there's less dark pool data because the SEC or somebody is cracking down on it. I don't think that's the case, but I think there's just a lot of shorting that we have seen from the Ortex data that's going on the public markets. This number of net short volume, the amount of money that was sold short on the dark pool, this is for the day as well, and that is $426,101,350. So we're still seeing significant levels here relative, but we are seeing this actually going down, both of these numbers. Position at negative 624,241,592 shares. Position dollar amount of 30,693,720,000 shares. And we're actually, like I said, seeing some of this data as far as the dark pool data actually going down on this chart. So I think this is good for us as investors. It'll probably give us more clarity as to what the actual numbers are, because we just want accurate information. We don't care if it's happening on the dark pool and we're getting accurate information, or if it's happening on lit exchanges. We just want the accurate information to level the playing field for everybody. Now, that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Hopefully you got something useful out of it. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out for more videos like this, as well as check out the link down below for Public. Like I said, they don't route your order flows to companies like Citadel, as well as check out the link down below for Webull. Get 4 free stocks, each one of them potentially worth up to $2,300 a piece. If you're not signed up for Webull, I do recommend you guys check that out as well. It is literally free money, and they do give out great stocks. I got a free share of Starbucks. So if you guys have not done that already, make sure to check that out, as well as the buy and sell alerts. If you guys want to be notified every single time I make a trade, then check that out. Link down below in the description. It is very inexpensive, and we have been hitting monstrous trades. So if you guys want to be part of that and join a great community, also check that out. Link down below in the description. But with all of that being said, I will see you guys later, and until next time, peace out.